What is up? How's everybody doing? If anybody wants to join me tonight in this watch along, I put up there. I said it is on YouTube. It's also, if you want to look at my horror recommendations on my channel, on my list, you'll see this movie maybe more than once. I don't expect a big turnout. It's not a well-known movie, not a, and it kind of goes half and half. A lot of people like it, a lot of people don't. The Going to some of the positives and negatives. The positives of this movie is great location. It's shot on location. It's fantastic. It's got good acting. It's got a great score, very creative, and it's got fantastic atmosphere. Of course, I'm talking about 1982, directed by Paul Lynch, Humongous. If you know who Paul Lynch is, he did a lot of films in the 70s. He did some shit in the 80s. He did Prom Night in 1980. And then this is the one they did right after. A lot of times, you haven't heard a lot about it probably because for some reason, after Prom Night, and even though it was successful, this didn't get a lot of really good distribution. It didn't get, it just wasn't pushed. I remember I had a chance to go see it. My cousin was a few years older than me. He came by to pick me up. And well, he came by to ask my older brother because they were closer in age to take him to see this movie because he liked the 80s slash movies and horror movies. My brother didn't want to go, so he wanted to take me. I was only 9. My mom didn't let me. She wouldn't let me go, so I didn't get to go see Humongous Theater. I wish I would have, but I finally got to see it when it came on HBO in 1983, and I just totally fell in love with it. For some reason, this movie is very nostalgic to me. Anybody that knows my channel knows I talk about Humongous until the cows come home or whatever that shit means. But yeah, I push this movie. I talk about it a lot. I wish everybody give it a chance. If you want, like I say, if you want to check it out, it is on YouTube. I don't know about Tubi or anything like that, but you can find it on YouTube. You're more than welcome to watch along. I also left the link in there if anyone wants to join in and bullshit and talk to me about it while we're watching. You can do that too. The negatives. It is dark. And the copy that's on YouTube, I'm not sure. I haven't really checked it out much because I have the Scorpion release Blu-ray of it. But you can't see it very good. And then I also have the Scorpion DVD from a long while back. Wanting to get the media book, but haven't done that yet. Oh man. Okay. 3 sets of eyeballs on me right now. Let me know if you want to wait. You want me to wait a minute? If not, I'm getting ready to go here in about 10 seconds. I'm going to start it up. Yes, I absolutely love this movie. So nostalgic to me. So special to my childhood. It's just a lot of fun. I said the only downfall to it is it is dark. A lot of it does take place in the dark. It's got a great atmosphere, and the score is fantastic. The acting is good. It's got David Wallace. He was also in Mortuary and a few other films. Got Janet Julian. She played Nancy Drew way back in the day. In the opening scene, for just a minute, you will see the dude that played the hitchhiker in the HBO series The Hitchhiker. Paige Fletcher, I do believe his name is. He's in the very beginning. Things like that. So, hey, what's up, Echo? How you doing, man? Have you seen Humongous? Are you going to check it out? Entertainment Hideout. How you doing? You can find my remote. Sure, sure, no problem. Ninja's seen it. Ninja took my recommendation and watched it. Ninja liked it. Ben from Cadaver, he took my recommendation. He watched it. Went out and bought the German media book. It really is a good. If you like early '80s slashers and early '80s, films like that. Yep, 1982 Echo. That's the one, man. Like I say, mine's a little brighter, I do believe. I'm not sure what cut or whatever it is that's on YouTube, but or if you can't find YouTube or whatever, like I say, you can always go to my horror recommendations playlist and you can find it, right there. They got a bunch of shit on there, but yeah, you can find it. So yeah, everybody has anyone besides Ninja here seen this? Hey Trench, how you doing? Have you probably haven't seen Humongous from 82. It's odd. Trench has seen some of the strangest shit, man. He some things he's seen, other things you think he would have seen, he hasn't seen. So I love to turn Trench on the films. I turned him on to Exorcist 3. He ended up loving it. There was another one too here a couple weeks ago, when maybe The Brood or something like that me and Steele was doing. This movie has a lot of unexplored backstory. Mind was racing with possibility. Well, let me fill you in on some of the stuff the movie making. The Humongous character was played. Goddamn, fuck, caught me, goddamn. Played by a guy named Gary Robbins. He was 7'5" and like nearly 370 pounds. He was, of course, he was a professional wrestler. A really nice guy, I guess. I guess he pretty much stayed in character throughout the whole thing. So he kind of stayed off, which is kind of creepy. You know what I mean? Um, and I guess he was a guy that liked to drink a lot. And where they were shooting was way out in the boonies, and he wanted to drink, and he was gonna have a drink. And he was gonna stop this 7'5", 370-pound guy, right? But he decided to take off walking down the road in full makeup. So it's like he walks down the road, and I guess people were stopped. I guess a couple people stopped and shit. And they stopped, took one look at this huge ass fucker in Humongous makeup and full get up, and just hit the gas and took off. I guess the guy ended up having to pretty much walk all the way there. Yeah, yeah, you can come on the panel. Hit the link. Yeah, yeah, be nice to meet you. Awesome. I'll probably be talking about this movie a lot, so you know what I mean. I'll probably be saying a lot, but I also try to shut up and let everybody hear it too. So, um, but yeah, I'm hoping to get everybody's eyes on this. That's kind of what this Forgotten Horror Archive is all about: is movies that I like, that I love, that I don't feel has gotten enough play or gotten enough. You know, people just either don't know about them, or they forgot about them, or just haven't given them a chance. So I'm hoping to get, you know, like I've said a million times, we need more than Halloween and Scream and Friday 15th on the life. Love those things, but we need more than that. So yeah, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. It's on YouTube, Trent. So if you need to give me, if you need for me to give you a couple extra minutes here, that's cool. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Hideout. I mean, if you want to come and be a co-watcher, sure, come on, and we'll meet and bullshit, watch the movie, and all that good shit. Yeah, picture is a little dark on YouTube. Yeah, definitely check it out. Hey Katie, how you doing? Getting ready to check out Humongous. I've definitely I don't know. You talked to me enough to hear me talk about this movie quite a bit. Oh, we got somebody I've never met before. This is the Entertainment Hideout. I don't know if everybody else knows them, but here we go. Oh, okay.
Hello,
What is up? How you doing? I
I'm
do know
good. How are
you.
you?
Good, good, good. I do know you after all. How are you this evening? Have you seen Humongous?
I've got a cold.
Yes.
This weather keeps going from like 80 degrees in the daytime every few days to 20 degrees at nighttime. And it's got my body going, ah!
Oh, I totally understand. I totally understand. I'll be 50 in May, so I totally understand. May not come off like I'm 50, but I'm sure as hell looking like it these days. So hey,
Yeah.
I
Just
I I,
say,
I can totally feel you.
but I like dark movies.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it's just the only problem with it is with it dark, especially with the one on YouTube, is sometimes it's kind of hard to make out. When it gets into the darker parts, it's kind of hard to make out what's happening here and there. But I mean, you can still tell. But I mean, you really got to focus and watch because when it was made, the original transfer, I don't think they put a whole lot of money into it. Oh, lost her there. Lost you.
so
Lost you for a minute. But yeah, welcome. Nice to actually meet you. I'm Keith, also Gore folk.
I'm Nanette.
Nice to meet you actually person to person. Got Ninja here, still worth a watch. Remember seeing the VHS cover, but never watched the film yet. Glad you recommended it. Hey, no problem, man. I'm looking to bring all these movies to everybody. If everybody is ready, let me know. And
I need to find the movie. You said it's on here, right?
yep, sure is. If it's a little, you can either type it up, or if it's a little quicker, you can go to my horror recommendations list. It's there too.
Okay. I will go to your page on here and I'll look up your recommendations.
Okay, there's a lot of them on there. It says, can you just yes, you can adjust the brightness and it might be a little easier to see too. Yeah, sure. You can come on and check it out, Trench. Yeah, you can come on and join if you want, man. It's up
The
to you,
more the
brother.
merrier. If you're waiting for me to say you're okay, I'm
Oh,
okay.
hey,
Yeah. Uh,
you guys ain't gotta ask me. That's why I left the link in there. Is so if you guys want to come in and out, you can. If you don't want to, that's cool too. We'll just talk, or you guys can just check it out. But whether you hang out with me or not, at least give the movie a try and check it out.
how do I find it?
It's humongous 19 and it'll be 1982. It's spelled Humongous, and it should say 1982.
You wait. Humongous
1982.
1982. Humongous. Let's see. I found the movie, but it's only for
It should be free on there.
humongous movie. Okay,
All right. So I'm
I
here.
found it.
Found it. Okay. There's everyone. Hey, I'm doing great, Katie. Everyone seems to be doing good. So 6 likes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hopefully, after this, I will start a humongous lover trend. We'll see. Wait till Trench gets in here real quick, then we'll get it going. Yeah, this has got anyone that's seen Mortuary, the blonde-headed guy at the beginning that kind of goes in there with his friend in the funeral parlor. That's David Wallace. He's in it. Like I said, Janet Julian. She was in Nancy Drew way back in the day in like the late 70s. Also, there's a girl in her name is Joy Michelle. She was in Terror Train and The Fly 1985, stuff like that. Also, if anyone's seen Ruby, the movie Ruby from the 70s, she's also in this. She plays the sister. And Paige Fletcher, the one that played the original Hitchhiker in the HBO series The Hitchhiker, the guy that walks along, he's in the very beginning of it. There's a little rough
You
spot
mean
at the very
Rucker
beginning.
Hauer?
No, no, that's the Hitcher. I'm talking about. Do you remember the HBO series in the '80s called The Hitchhiker, where he walked around and it did like little half-hour stories?
I think I've seen previews of that, but
Yeah,
um, I
it was
was
good.
too young to see that show. I
Right,
was born in '83.
right. Well, I'm a little upset that they don't still play that show because that was a good little anthology show. But he played the Hitchhiker. His name's Paige Fletcher. He's in the beginning. Now, I will warn everybody. It does have an assault scene at the very beginning. I'm not sure which version this is. I'm watching the unrated version. The rated version, it's not too bad, but it's only like a few seconds, just so everybody knows. Hey, Trench.
I
Hello.
have the original and the remake of I Spit on Your Grave, so
Oh, no, cool. Okay, well then, this will be nothing for you. Okay,
don't bother me.
amazing.
Hello,
Well,
Katie.
well, thank you, Katie. I appreciate it. Why am I amazing? That
Well,
that's
you're
that's
so
one of the sweetest
friendly,
things.
and you're always trying to introduce people to new movies that they don't know about, and you're always asking, "Have you seen this? Have you seen this?" Well, I recommend you watching it, and uh, that's got
Yeah.
a lot to do with why you're amazing.
Well, cool. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Kind person, always so nice. Yeah. Um, that's just how I was raised. You know what I mean? I was just always raised to be a nice guy, be a nice person, to be a good person. So that's that's all about my mom and my upbringing there. You know what I mean? And I just believe that you should treat people how you want to be treated. So that's all that is. Trench, what is happening, man?
Hello.
What is
Oh,
happening, man?
can you guys hear me?
Yep, we
Yes,
got you, man.
Yeah. Yeah. How
Are you
you
gonna
guys
watch?
doing?
All right.
pretty good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Thank you for having me on.
Hey, no problem, man. Anytime.
Uh,
It's kind of something that I thought about starting to do. I'm not going to have set guests as much, co-watchers as much. I thought having people bounce in and out, and
mhm.
I also sometimes like last night I got to do dolls by myself, and I really enjoyed that. So
Oh yeah.
I figured on Monday I'll do it by myself, and on Tuesday on the Forgotten Archive I'll bring on guests. That way I get the best of both worlds.
That's a good idea. Yeah. My bad. I missed Dolls, man. That's a classic.
Oh yeah, I
That's
love Dolls. That's my favorite Dolls type movie. A lot of people may disagree, because Puppet Master and all that kind of stuff, but to me, it's the best one.
I love Puppet Master, but Dolls is right up there. That's like a perfect haunted house movie with like no ghost in it.
Well, I mean, you got to think, man. That's Stuart Gordon, of course, that did Reanimator, mixed
Mhm.
with mixed with the production of Charles Band that did Puppet Master. I mean, you can't go wrong.
Oh hell yeah! Didn't he also do Castle Freak? Star Garden.
Yes,
Yeah, man, he's good.
With you.
feel you're an awesome person and happy new year. Well, thank you very much. I so much appreciate that, man. Part of me getting on YouTube. The whole thing is I don't know if, for anybody who doesn't know, I am an agoraphobic, and at one point I spent 2 years in a house and I didn't leave. Like you see on TV where people have to bring your meals and everything because you can't leave. Well, I suffered some trauma in my life, and that's what happened to me.
Mhm.
Since then, I'm a bona fide agoraphobic. If anybody doesn't know what agoraphobia is, that's what it is. And it was to the point to where the only with was my two sons and then my wife. Well, my wife left a little over a year ago. Um, and then I kind of hooked up and ended up talking on the phone to an old flame that I knew when I was a teenager. We hooked up and now we are engaged. Um, but that's all I was talking to. And I knew I needed to reach out because my sons and my wife and now my fiance doesn't want to hear about movies all the time. So I knew
Hmm.
I needed to reach out to somebody to be able to talk about these films because I was driving them totally batshit crazy, right? So that's why I'm here driving everybody nuts on YouTube, and that's why I have a channel, and that's why I do all these videos, is so I can talk about films with the people who share that passion with me. So here I am. That's why you all cursed with me until the end of the day.
Hell yeah. Uh, that's why I started my own channel. Well,
Yeah,
I have all this stuff that I want to talk about and everything, and my grandma hates hearing about any of it, and so she's the
Hmm.
only person I have to talk to,
right, right.
except for
He
him.
doesn't,
And
right,
let's face it, talking to Jack is don't get you nowhere.
right. And anyone who doesn't share that passion, that great passion for cinema, just doesn't get it. You know, everybody likes movies. Everybody likes TV. Everybody likes films, right? But
Yeah,
not everybody loves them like we do.
Hmm.
exactly.
That's the difference, man. That's the difference. Are you guys ready to get it rolling or
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it pulled up. Just tell me if my TV is too loud. I can turn it down.
cool? Yeah. I got my subtitles on. It's the only shitty thing about watch along. Let me make sure my volume is not up too high either. Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. All right. So I'm gonna count it down. You guys know how to do it. You say
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You should start out with it's like dark and you see a plane on the water and you see like a okay. Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah, I
can
see
definitely
it.
yeah, I can definitely hear you.
Oh my bad. 1 second.
Yeah.
Cool. Here, I don't know if I'm hearing you, me. Cool. Yeah. We seem to be good.
Yeah, I turned it down to like 13.
Hey, Hobbs knows humongous.
Hello,
Uh,
Bobs.
I'm still hearing somebody.
oh shit. This mic's really good. I might have to turn down the mic. What the hell? 1 second, my bad.
Sure. No problem, man. Yeah, that's a chick named Ida, and then that's her dad. They're the Ritchie people. They pretty much own this whole island, and there's only one house on the island, and they pretty much own it. They hold parties there. This is in the past. Yeah,
That should be better, I think.
yeah. I'm not hearing you.
Yeah.
You'll recognize a lot of the people in this film from a lot of stuff in the 70s and 80s. There's the guy that
Yeah.
played the hitchhiker in the old HBO series. If anyone's seen that, is Paige Fletcher. He's the guy that wore the. My mom was always impressed with him and his Levi's. She was quite yeah. She had kind of crush on him, I do believe.
Right.
You recognize him better when you see him face like front face.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that series.
Really? They don't play it much anymore. It's an early one. You know HBO does a bunch of original programming now. Well, this is back in
Yeah.
the earlier days where they didn't do that quite as much. So this is one of the earlier HBO originals, and it's called The
I got
Hitchhiker.
you.
And it was like half-hour shows and it would come on each week and like little anthology shows.
Oh yeah, like I haven't seen a lot of shows from the 80s. I've seen quite a few, but not like a lot of the more obscure ones.
Right.
Yeah.
He's drunk and he's got a thing for her, but she don't want nothing to do with no guy. And he's of course getting that he's starting to act a fool.
She seems to not want to have anything to do with anybody except for that dog she was feeding.
Exactly. That's about as accurate as you can get, yeah. How you doing, Hobbs? How's things going, man? Wow, the first person that I've actually talked to, well, one of the maybe a couple, Phil knows about Humongous too. Phil just got a German media, but him and Phil are the only two people that I've talked to that that had ever seen this besides. Hobbs says, good to see Nan and Trenchy as well as Gore.
Well, you said you wanted me to do more lives and videos. Well, you're seeing me do a lot.
There she is. Yep. See now, if you know him at all from the Hitchhiker, you'll recognize him now.
Oh shit.
Hobbs probably remembers that show. You remember? Yeah. Here's a Trick or Treat. Glamster's Crypt has the Hitchhiker series, Tales from the Crypt, and a bunch of other really. So everybody check out Glamster's Crypt, and you'll be able to see the Hitchhiker.
Oh nice.
What's going on, Trick or Treat? How you doing?
Hello.
Thanks, man. Yeah, there he is. His Paige Fletcher is his name, and he used to that was a pretty good show, man. It was the early days of shows like that. They didn't have them a lot at that particular time,
Right.
and I do believe after it ended is when the Tales from the Crypt started.
Oh.
Now I don't know if that version you guys are watching is he rated or unrated? Um, the R-rated version only goes on for a couple seconds, but the unrated version it's a little more raunchy.
I can't tell yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wish I knew which version that was because I'm watching the unrated, which is a little long. Of course, that only put us a few seconds difference. Hey, I can still hear you real good right now.
Oh, is it back?
Yeah. Well, during this
Oh
particular
shit.
party, especially, man, I'm hearing every street.
Oh no. I could turn it down more, but I got it turned down pretty low. I don't know what's going on. This mic is way too good. My bad.
Oh, you're all right, man. I understand. That's why I
Uh,
was, I was just, of course, these are movies I've seen a lot, so it don't bother me to have subs
uh,
on. But
I think we're watching a rated version. The scene just ended.
okay,
Unless it goes on longer, which, damn.
yeah, it's pretty rough for especially for early '80s. By the early '80s, a lot of that kind of stuff had ended. The '70s showed a lot of that kind of thing.
Oh,
So
yeah, I
you
mean, I spit on your grave, man. Damn.
Yeah, that goes on for like a good 10 or 15 minutes straight, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dogs are tearing him up.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
You hurt my mama, motherfucker, I'll rip your head off. And they tore him up too. He's in big trouble. Yeah, I have to watch some Gore replays as well. It's a fantastic film. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I always try to, like I say, the whole point of my Tuesday is to bring those films that nobody ever talks about. Here and there, you'll see people talk about it, but it's kind of few and far between.
I will.
I got a whole list of them still coming. I'll be hooking back up with Motel 9 here before too long, and we're gonna do Unhinged, also from 1982, and we're also going to do Nightmares and a Damaged Brain from 1981.
Unhinged is a pretty good movie.
Yeah. You know about Unhinged from 1982?
Yeah.
Cool. That's a rare one too. You don't see many people talk about that either. If anybody knows who Eric from Motel 9 is, I did Mountaintop Motel Massacre with him on Halloween Eve, and we're getting ready to hook back up again. Yeah, I didn't realize I'd been doing watch-alongs for this long. It's for like 3 months now. I've been doing this.
Oh,
Time,
congrats.
cool, thanks, man. Time flies. We're having fun, I guess.
Yeah, I was like watching along with you guys and stuff.
Yeah, I just see when you told me you had never seen Exorcist 3 and you was enjoying it and it ended and you ended up really liking it. It's like that's what the whole point of the Tuesday nights is about. I felt such a burst of accomplishment that night, man. I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, no problem. I thank you. I would have probably never gotten around to watching that to maybe years later if I hadn't come on the watch along.
Yeah, the Exorcist 3 is finally starting to get the credit it deserves, man, because simply because it's Exorcist 3 and the people who've seen Exorcist 2 don't want, you've seen Exorcist 2, you definitely don't go to 3, right? So it's like, but
I
Exorcist 3 is a totally different animal. I actually seen that at the theater, and that was a damn good movie, man.
I'm one of the few people that likes the second one. And
Really?
it's not a great movie. It ain't even a good movie, but I enjoyed it.
Hey, hey,
That's
hey,
fine.
hey, that's fine.
I wouldn't
I've never seen
recommend it
it.
to anyone.
No movie shaming on my channel.
I mean, I can't even
Oh, I
shame it.
know
I've
your
never seen it,
choice.
so. Oh,
My
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 bad.
my oldest son kind of enjoys it too. He especially loves the part where it's like, when that thing's flying. For some reason, ever since he was a kid, he's enjoyed that. Now, one part of that show that I think Extras 2 that I think is pretty damn scary is when they're sitting in there and they're doing that thing, that woo, woo, and she's having the flashback where she's seeing her Zuzu reach in and grab Marion's heart. That I think is a creepy ass scene.
Yeah.
There she is, the chick that played Ruby, and then there's the dude I was talking about from Mortuary. See, they're faces you've seen and you're just not sure from where.
Wait, is that the girl from Hills Have Eyes?
No,
Oh,
no, she was in Ruby in the like early to mid '70s movie called Ruby.
oh, yeah, I've never seen that.
Yeah, that's an old one, man. Now this girl come up just now. This girl right here was in Terror Train, The Fly. She's the girl that Jeff Goldblum picks up in the bar when he breaks the guy's arm when he's arm wrestling him.
Uh,
This is the chick that goes home with him,
oh,
and
the one
she
in the house?
yeah, right here. And she's also in Terror Train. It's her and Vanity are hooking up with the two dudes there when they're sneaking around and they're running around there and they go to try to hook up with them. And the
Yeah,
dudes,
I've never seen that movie.
you never seen Terror Train? Wow, you got to see it.
Yeah, Night keeps telling me to watch that movie.
I like
It,
it better than Prom Night. Jamie Lee Curtis did two of them that year, and in my opinion, Terror Train's the better one of the two. Prom Night's
Of
cool. It's
course,
nostalgic.
Steven Craving Something Scary, he told me, he said, if you're a big fan of Halloween, you gotta watch Terror Train. It's like watching, and you like mysteries.
Yeah, yeah. Um, what I
And
think is really cool. I mean, God, now you make me wish I could talk about Terror Train, but I can't because I'll spoil it.
yeah.
You have seen Prom Night though, right?
yeah, I have. I have that
Okay.
movie on DVD.
Now the maker of Prom Night also made this.
Oh,
This was the one he made right after Prom Night, and this movie did not get any push. It did not get any distribution. There was hardly any television ads for it. radio ads. You know what I mean? They just didn't put any money in behind the push-up for some reason. I don't.
Well, this is a monster movie, right?
Well, it's slasher slash monster. It's slasher tone and feel. You know, it goes along that. But Humongous is, you know, he's definitely not Michael Myers. Like I said, this guy's legitimately 7'5", almost 400 pounds. When they say this, you know, this is a humongous movie. He's definitely humongous dude. But yeah, I like the
And
story they told about him getting in full makeup and happened to have a few beers and they didn't have any beers, so he had to walk like miles into town. And he just had a bucket and left in full makeup. And he's hitchhiking, trying to hitchhike, and people are stopping and going, "Hey, you need a ride?" As soon as they see his big ass in this makeup, they're taking off. So he ended up having to walk all the way. I thought it was hilarious. Yeah, that's his brother. This guy did a few things too. He's the crazy little jealous little brother that feels like he's been screwed out of everything, and mommy and daddy don't like me. They love you more, and all that.
right. I love how the guy was pointing a gun at him, and the dude's like, "Hey, fuck off! You just pointed a gun at me." Like, go, like he's so calm about it. It's great.
Yeah, he put yeah, a loaded gun. Hey man, I'd have flipped.
Yeah, and he's sitting there, he's looking at him, just talking like chilling. It's like, dude, he's got a gun pointed at you. What the fuck?
You dumbass, don't point that at me. Like he's used to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, is this like a daily occurrence?
I think so. Yeah. I think little brother's a little crazy. I think he's got issues.
Oh, I know that, man. I know that.
He's got problem. Yeah, they don't get along. Like I said, the little brother is jealous of the older brother, and then this girl right here, um, this is the younger brother's girlfriend, the redheaded chick, and she's got a thing for the older brother, the blonde that's up driving the boat. So it's
Oh,
total drama going on. Him, that guy right there, David Wallace, the blonde-headed dude, short with the short hair. He um he was also in Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, shit like that. The old time she's dancing, she's looking up at him. He's looking back too. That's kind of messed up. He's got a girlfriend. He's like, damn it, why'd you make her stop doing that for me?
Because she's dancing for him.
Yeah, he knows she's got things to wear, and she's laying right there beside the dude's girlfriend. He's like, oh, it's all right. You can dance for him. He's not interested in you. I don't give a shit. Now, like I said, now that's the chick that played Nancy Drew. She's one of the ones that played Nancy Drew in the late '70s.
oh,
She's our heroine, our final girl of the movie, so to speak, type thing. She's the one that she don't do nothing. You know what I mean?
right.
Nice to everybody. Everybody likes her, type thing. You know, the typical trope of the early '80s.
Yeah.
And she's their little sister, the one with the glasses. Nice boat. Yeah, you can tell they got money.
Mhm.
Must be nice, huh?
Yeah.
I'm probably the worst I've bet on money in years, man.
Yeah, man, don't have much either.
Yeah. Well, most people don't, man. No, Patrick, you didn't miss Black Christmas. That's the 12th of December. Remember?
Hey, Patrick.
He was harassing me about Black Christmas. See, the thing of it is, we're supposed to do Black Christmas on the 12th, so he he's fucking with me about it.
The
The
original, right?
yeah, absolutely, 1974.
Yeah.
There's
Most
some people that say that the remake is good, but I disagree.
Now, the first remake, 2006, kind of grew on some people after a while, but it can't hold a candle to the original. The original is the most atmospheric horror movie ever made.
Uh, my opinion on it is I love both the original and the first remake, not that other
Right.
one, but the first remake equally,
Really?
because the first one gives you the great atmosphere and the mystery and kind of just like the creepy kind of atmosphere. And then
Mhm.
the remake gives you just the blood and gore and disgustingness and just awfulness. And I love both of those aspects. It's like
Right.
the
Well,
best of both worlds.
right. The first remake grew on me a little bit to the point where I paid like $5 for the Blu-ray, right? But
Mm-hmm.
to me, it just tells way too much. I did not want to see Billy. I did not
Mm-hmm.
want to see Agnes. I love how the
Mm-hmm.
original doesn't show them. I,
Mm-hmm.
I love how it leaves that mystery where you don't know what Billy looks like. You don't know, you don't know anything about him. I love that.
That's
Yeah.
how a lot of the movies from back then, when Black Christmas was out, did things. They didn't show you.
Yeah, a lot of people's problem with the original Black Christmas now is, because a lot of the younger people, they're so impatient. They want gore now. They want killings now. And back in the day, they actually gave the story time to build up, and it gave the tension
Mm-hmm.
time to build up. Like the original Halloween, people say, "Oh, it's boring." Are you crazy? The original Halloween is
No.
is the greatest film, in my opinion, ever fucking made.
Yeah,
I
I
that's just how I
love
feel
it's my
about it.
favorite slasher, at least. Halloween.
Yeah, it is the reason why I'm sitting here doing this. The original Halloween is.
Oh hell yeah.
Speaking of Black Christmas, this is a movie that I really can't stand, but
Oh yeah.
there's a reason I wear this shirt.
You don't like A Christmas Story?
Yeah.
Why?
I just find the parents and the kid Ralphie obnoxious.
Now
Especially
the one that's obnoxious is the youngest one that sits around and goes all the time. Don't want it. Meatloaf, meatloaf. Yeah, he is annoying, but I love A Christmas Story.
the
It's a
reason
good
I'm
movie.
wearing this shirt and the reason I have this shirt is it's got my name on it.
Man, hey,
That's dope.
It was a play I was in.
Oh nice.
That's why it's
That's
got
a
my name on the back of the t-shirt.
that's cool.
did you do a few plays? Were you in
Yeah.
like a that's cool.
I was in drama all through high school, and it's a wonder I can still get into this shirt because it's over 20 years old of a shirt.
I mean
And
that's cool though.
I'm a lot bigger now than I was then.
The the fact that you still have it and you could still fit into it and it doesn't look like it doesn't fit at all, that's dope.
Yeah, it's in damn good shape too. I mean, most of the shirts I have that are older like that are all wore the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Patrick says, "Holy cow, this is an all-star pen." And
hello,
then
Patrick.
and then he says, "Hey, Echo." And Echo says, "Coming someday from Echo Bunny Studios, Red Velvet Xmas, the LSD horror movie."
Ooh.
You gonna be a filmmaker, Echo? Sounds like it, huh?
Yes, it
Well,
sounds like it.
well, I hope that works out, man.
Yeah, good
Oh,
luck.
yeah, yeah. This guy here, they found out there in the end of the lake, and he hops on the boat, starts rolling the joint.
I love that this looks like it's gonna be a slasher on a boat. You don't see that much. I know they did a movie called Triangle, which was like that, but I didn't see that. But
Huh?
you don't see many slashers on a boat.
Yeah.
True, true, true.
I'm trying to think of the name of that movie that was a slasher on a boat.
Might not be able to. Yeah,
I'll
I
tell
remember there
you
was
the name of
Death
it. The
Ship.
only thing I can think about is Ghost Ship, and that's not a slasher.
There was also a Death Ship back in the 80s too that had George Kennedy in it.
Ooh.
That's probably the name of it.
Death Ship, yeah. Scorpion put it out on Blu-ray. But yeah, it's kind of some of the stuff that George Kennedy did toward the end of his career. That and the Naked Gun movies. I love when he's talking shit to that criminal. He's like, "I'm sick of you punks. Why? If I wasn't a cop, I never have a gun on me right now. I'd take you out." So he takes his gun out, and then it pans away. The camera pans away, and you hear like fighting, and it turns around, and um, he says, "Hey, somebody pick up the captain." He's laying there unconscious, and the fucking criminal standing there going, "Come on, get the fuck out!" It's fucking hilarious. You had to be there. It's just that crazy, goofy comedy that those Naked Guns did. It's just like the original Airplane and shit like that. It's just it's so stupid that it's hilarious. I love those shows, man. They're crazy. Like
I've
nice
seen
nice
Naked
Beaver.
Gun, but I've never seen the plane movie.
You got to see Airplane 2. Oh my god. If you think Naked Gun is funny, watch Airplane 2.
I've
It was
seen
one
parts
of
of
my
Naked Gun.
grandpa's favorite movies.
You got to see it. Oh, you got to.
Oh, Airplane's great. I
Oh
haven't
man.
seen the second one, but the first one's great.
The second one's just as crazy. Just as crazy. It's got a lot of the same characters in it. Yeah, it's made by the same people, so yeah.
Oh,
Because
nice.
I'm going to an update of children shouldn't play with dead things, but with an online touch. Interesting. That's one of the movies on my list of Tuesday Forgotten Horror archives. That's one of the ones I'm going to be doing in the next couple months. The
Me,
original children shouldn't play with dead
Echo,
things.
and someone else, I'm not going to say their name, but we did a watch along for that movie on Echo's channel.
Oh yeah, cool. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, Bob Clark's very first movie.
Wait, that's Bob Clark too?
Yes, that's his first film. Children shouldn't play with dead things. Yep.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, through the 70s, he did Children Should Play with Dead Things, and of course he did Black Christmas. He did
Hmm.
Death Dream, which is also known as oh shit, it's the other thing, but it's one about the son that's off to war, and they tell the parents that he died in the war, and then he comes back home and he
Oh,
doesn't realize he's dead or whatever. he, he should not be named. Watch it along with us. He should not be named. What's the secret? Wait a minute now. He who shall not be named.
They had that a name before Harry Potter.
Or Harry Potter.
Baltimore was he who uh, shall not be named.
Okay.
That's a bad guy in Harry Potter movie.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Making a joke. Okay. All right. I get it now. I thought somebody was hiding. I thought somebody wasn't allowed to do watch alongs or something, so nobody can say so. It's like, man, he's not allowed to do watch alongs. That's fucked up.
Oh no, the person that the he who shall not be named, me and Eddie got, um, me and Echo got treated dirty by this person, and
Treated dirty.
oh,
they were trying to mess with us and make fun, and that's why we shall not name.
Oh, okay. So okay. I totally get it. Why the hell were they fucking? Why is he treating you people bad? That's fucking ridiculous.
Mm.
See that's what pisses me off. Is this whole community? It's not about that. It's not about people doing each other dirty, man. It completely defeats the whole purpose.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, see, the brother screwed up here, and he wanted to drive the boat so bad, and then they end up fighting over the controls, and
Hmm.
then and then they start heading toward a rocky part in the lake, and they end up hitting this shit and crashing it, and now the boat's on fire and it's sinking, and now they're trying to just it's a complete mess because the youngest brother wanted to be a jackass and show that he could drive it too.
of
Yeah.
course.
And
It
this poor
doesn't
guy,
look like anybody but the two girlfriends and the two brothers got off.
um, she tossed the guy that they found floating around out in the boat. She tossed him out, so he's all right, and she saved him. Um, the only one that we're not seeing is the sister. That was one hell of a crash, man.
Oh, okay. That was a cool explosion.
Yeah, this one you're gonna start hearing now. This one, the score. I was talking about how the score is really cool and unique. The score is really weird, man. The music industry is really different. I really enjoy it. Now, how dark does your guys' screen look? Because I know how dark it's supposed to be, yet how dark it looks on like I used to have a VHS. On a VHS, it was really dark.
I
It's
can
kind of
still,
blue.
yeah,
Blue, yeah,
Yeah,
that's the way it always is. But can you see what's going on?
yeah.
yeah.
I can
Okay,
still see the people.
okay,
You
cool.
know.
Okay, that's what I was worried about because the VHS I got years back, you could hardly tell. It was so dark. The DVD improved it, and the Blu-ray really helped it. But yes, it's always
They must have digitally remastered it on here on
VHS.
YouTube.
VHS was done so shitty. I remember I was so disappointed.
Of it, it's not as bad as that Dr. Jekyll's Dungeons of Terrors like that. John showed me that, and it's like you can barely see what's going on sometimes, and I'm like,
Damn.
they need to turn on the light.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It reminds me of I had Roadhouse on VHS, and there were parts where it was scratchy looking and everything. And when I got the DVD for it, it looked so much better.
Yeah. Wow, Roadhouse looked bad. That's crazy.
I got it at a Goodwill.
Okay. It was probably one of those because I don't know if you guys noticed, but back in the day with the VHSs, you'd have your tapes that were real heavy, and then you have your tapes that were light. The light ones means that it's scrunched down, which means it's not going to look as good, sound as good. But the VHSs that were real heavy, those are the ones that were the better quality because it's done with a lot more tape, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's stupid technical bullshit, but it's true. If you try to scrunch a 2 hour movie onto a little bit of tape, it's kind of like back in the day when we used to make copies of tapes. You know what I mean? And then you make a
Hmm.
copy of it, and each copy that you made, if you kept making it off of a copy, the quality would go lower and lower and lower. It to the point to where all you'd hear is a hiss. Yeah, it's kind of that aspect.
Right.
Well, see, yeah, the little brother here went to go look for the little sit because they can't find the girl with the glasses. They can't find her. So since he felt responsible, he went out to go look for her, and he's here.
Now it's getting a little darker, but
Right,
yeah.
it's
right.
still manageable.
Okay, okay, yeah. Um, most of it I don't think is this dark.
I mean, it's fine. I don't mind it. I've seen movies like this where it gets dark, and sometimes it's like too much, but sometimes you let it slide because
Yeah,
it's just the way it was.
Well, I kind of like when it's a little darker. I mean, it's more atmospheric and it
Hmm.
Oh yeah,
brings
this was
to the
definitely
creepiness of a film when it is that way.
right. Let's see here.
Wait a, what the hell?
Yeah, that dog was going after him, and something stopped him. I think we have met Humongous. Yeah, and so and he's taking the fuck off. So you know what, whatever he's seen freaks him the fuck out.
Yeah.
That's a nice little stop and flip. Somebody fucked his leg up doing that though. Damn. I love this. Now this part, if you guys have you ever seen my intro to my videos? You know what I mean? The intro where I got all the different scenes of the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This scene coming up right here is on that.
Ooh.
This scene coming up right here is on it, and this dude, it's on. Of course, I had to pick one of my favorite films in there. Got several. What's screwed up about it is I like so many films. If I'd have put a little tiny piece of every one of them, my intro would be 5 or 10 minutes long.
Yeah, exactly.
And after a while, people are like, "All right, you done seen your intro for 6.5 minutes, man."
Yeah, you just kind of gotta pick and choose.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It says
I'm
it's
glad my intro's not going to be.
someone whose name is not worth saying. Ooh, I have got to find out who that is one of these days. I am so curious. One that one that has bad nighttime lighting. It's the original Prom Night. Oh yeah, well during the certain parts, like when he's chasing what's her name around in the classrooms and stuff. Is that what you mean, Echo? I fall asleep. Oh, to dark film.
Well, there
Yeah,
you go.
yeah, yeah. This right here. This is so fucking cool. We'll watch this when he looks through this little hole in the door.
Sorry, Echo.
This is so cool. Now he's looking. He's not. He's just looking out to see if anybody's coming because he's freaked out because he's seen something earlier. I don't know where you guys are at in it, but is he looking through the door?
He's just looking for the
There you
hole on my end.
go. See what?
Oh. Oh, there we go.
Now you know the part that I'm talking about in the intro. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, that was an awesome scene. That was a good pick.
that dude screamed like, man, that dude has got the best scream I've ever heard on a dude.
Yeah.
So I'll message you later with the story. Go, okay, cool, yeah, because I am so curious now. When was Jimmy Curtis first time I saw it? The lighting for it when they're outside during the night was, oh, you talking about at Slick's van? That's got to be the part he's talking about when they're outside and it's nighttime because I think that's the only outside night part. And on prom night is when they're at the van.
Yeah. I think they fixed it up, but I haven't seen the original version, so I
Right.
can see that.
Yeah, that's one of the complaints about this movie is though is the during the dark parts it's kind of hard to, like I said, I've got a really good cut of it. So
Yeah. I'm not really having much of a problem with it. I mean, I can
good.
still, you can still see the kills. I know there, but when he killed the dog, you could still see it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that crazy looking eyeball?
Wait, on screen right now?
No, when he looked through the crack there, right before Humongous kicked in
Oh,
the door, and he screamed.
yeah. Yeah, I saw that. He jumps through the thing.
Yeah, he's like, I don't blame him. I'd scream too.
Oh, yeah. I'd
Mm,
probably piss myself.
Curse of the Screaming Dead had some bad lighting too at times. At least the first time I saw it, the movie had bad lighting. I don't think I've ever seen that.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Anything named The Curse of the Screaming Dead, is, that better be good. Now the little brother didn't come back, so now these two have got to go looking for him.
Echo is into a lot of movies that are obscure.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing. I got quite a few myself, but I've never heard of that. See, that's cool for I hope to show people movies that maybe they haven't seen. Maybe if you could show me some movies I haven't seen. That
Yeah.
that's always cool.
That I like that you're doing the watch-alongs because I used to do watch-alongs with my friend Ethel, but she's been busy with work. And then I was doing them
That's it.
with
Yeah,
Kara Horror Retrospective, but she's kind of gone MIA. So it's good to have someone still doing them,
cool.
because I
Yeah,
miss doing that stuff.
I'm going to be
awesome.
doing a few watch-alongs for some Christmas movies coming in December.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice. I'll have to check out the channel. I'll have to, yeah, look you up.
yeah. I'm doing them. Of course, I do every Monday and Tuesday night. I'm doing Christmas horror, every
Hmm.
Monday and Tuesday. Right now, I've got a vote going on right now for with the eighth spot actually.
I'll
Oh,
have to look on your channel when this is all
Yeah.
over with and vote on what you
It's
when you
between
think about.
Christmas Evil, To All a Good Night, Krampus, and I can't remember the fourth one, but it'll take the final spot, whichever vote. I'm gonna leave the vote up for I don't know a week or two maybe.
I'm gonna have to look up the names of the movies to find out which ones are on streaming services to find because I've never seen any of them.
Cool. Well,
But except
I've got
I
the
know
years
Krampus is.
right.
It's
I've got the years written right by him too, so that'll probably help you.
oh, Christmas Evil's on Tubi. There'll be ads, but yeah, you can watch it for free, and it's a free app.
Krampus is on Tubi too.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's dope.
I was wearing a shirt last night that was it's a Nightmare on Elm Street, but it's done like Krampus. He's got
Oh,
the knife fingers hand holding over the glass little globe, and inside the glass globe is the Nightmare on Elm Street house.
ooh.
That's a shirt I was wearing last night.
Cool.
I got the I, I got Humongous tonight.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's hard to get a hold of, man. I only know of one place that was selling it, and it's a place that fell for me.
Oh, oh, just come back.
It's a place there in Canada. Oh, by the way, this is a Canadian horror film. It was made.
Oh,
The only actor in it that's not Canadian is the main chick. Yeah. See, remember at the very beginning of the movie, there was a whole bunch of dogs. Well, this is several
yeah.
years later, and you notice there was only that one dog running around, and you don't hear any more barking. And Humongous got that one, so that's important. That's important. I figure I'll just throw that in there about the dog. And she don't even miss she don't even miss the boyfriend. You know what I mean? He was the first one to take off and disappear. She doesn't care. She's flirting with that new guy they found in the lake. She's not worried about it. But
She's
she
probably the next to die.
she's like there's always enough. She's
She's
gonna
stupid for not worrying about her boyfriend being gone because
yeah,
it it means something bad happened.
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, yeah, just this whole, I mean, you can just feel the foreboding, and if you're able to hear the music at all, you can hear what I mean by the music. It's very unique and very odd.
I'll have to watch this again.
Yeah,
I can actually listen to it because I have it
definitely
on
do.
mute and I'm just watching it with the commentary. With the
I always recommend to anybody that's watching, for the first time, that after the watch along or whenever you get a chance, watch it back so you can really soak it in, so you can really tell if you like it
Hmm.
or not.
Yeah.
That's always I always say that because you know I try to get like people that I have come on to co-watch with me. If there's time, I always recommend watch it first.
Hmm.
If you haven't seen it, watch it first. That way, when you do the watch along, I mean, you know what it is that it is I'm babbling about, and I'm not spoiling. I'm
Yeah.
I'm, I'm trying hard not to spoil
Oh, you're good.
because that's one of the most uncool things there is for somebody to spoil movies.
Yeah, and it's so easy to do too on accident if you're not careful, because you might think, oh, I say this, but then one little thing could give stuff away, sometimes.
Right?
Or
Yes.
like, if you think somebody's seen a movie and you get all excited and you start rambling about it, and then they're like, no, I haven't seen that, and you're like, fuck, my bad.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it says Curse of the Screaming Dead is about some Civil War soldiers coming back from the dead. It's from 1982 and Troma distributed. That's cool. Troma's cool.
Oh yeah, I gotta see more Trauma. I've seen the first Toxic Avenger and Kabuki Man, and I like those.
Have you seen the original Mother's Day?
No.
Oh, okay, okay. I did that several weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
That's Troma also. See, searching for random horror movies on Tubi. Children, man, they got like 5 or 6 thousand horror movies. Tubi does. Children took play with dead things, stuff. Yeah. Steel in the chat. What's up, Steel? How you doing, man?
Hey, John.
Hello, Stu. Hello,
Oh,
James.
James got Guy in the chat. Thanks for the thumbs up, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Much
Hello.
love, brother. Guy does a lot of vids showing people how to get subscribers and how to get watches and stuff like that. He does a lot of self help things like that. Just kind of
Mm,
tutorials and showing you what to do, and that it takes a lot of work. You know what I mean? And it's not given to you. It takes time. It takes work. You know what I mean? It's just not going to be. You know,
yeah.
he there was a point here a few weeks back where he was doing a show every day talking about hooking channels up with each other and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I've been in his stream a couple times. He's a good dude.
Yeah, oh yeah, he is. Met him over the summer. Well, kind of sort of met him and joined his chat and bullshit a little bit. And since then, he's joined quite a few times and gave me a thumbs up, gave me a like. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm obviously never not somebody that's ever going to be monetized. You know what I mean? I cuss. I say things you shouldn't say. I smoke. You know what I mean? But I don't give a shit.
Mhm.
I'm not trying to be monetized.
Oh yeah, me neither, man. Cause like there's just too much on the channel that wouldn't be, and I used to do, and I still want to do like music videos of movies and like stuff
Right.
like that. So
Yeah, yeah.
against guidelines.
Yeah, I'm definitely not advertising friendly. Now there's that house. If you guys are where I'm at, there's a house that was at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Remember there was that party going on. But this is what it looks like now, these years later. Remember, it was real nice and shit. There was all the elite and all the richest people were around having that party. And you can tell it used to be a real nice setup, but it just hasn't been taken care of for a long time. There's the cage that the dogs were in. And you notice there's no doggies now.
Yeah, they're all dead.
They're just trying to get some help. They don't realize there's some fucking, you know, Bigfoot running around out there killing motherfuckers. Well, he's not Bigfoot, you know.
Yeah.
He might as well be. He's a shaved ape. That eyeball, I always thought that eyeball, you know, when he was looking through there and seen an eyeball looking back at him, that would have, I'd have shit, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, you're just peeking out, trying to get a good look, you know, because you seen something, you know, you got scared, so you went to place, you close the door, and you peek to the crack, and it's looking back at you.
Yeah, especially like you could tell that thing didn't look human.
Right. Yeah.
And it was big.
Yeah. And it was a crazy looking eye. I was like, yeah, I see you too, motherfucker.
Go to sleep.
Yeah. See, this guy, that dude that they picked up in the lake, he was already hurt. Remember his
Yeah.
and he was stranded out there, and his leg got hurt, and so then the boat crashed, it sank, and then she had to save his ass. So he's been wet twice. He's been out in the weather. They're on, you know, it's probably got a little bit of chill going on. So he's got a fever and he's cold, and this fucker's getting sick. Of course, she's gonna help him by putting her bare tits up against him. Here, let me help you. Oh shit. Well, she tried to help anyway. I just loved how she was trying to help us. Here, I know the best way to make you warm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a slick little maneuver she was pulling there. It's like the dude's laying there about half dead, man. He's got a raging fever, and she's throwing the moves on him. That was moves. I don't care what anybody says. She was throwing moves on him.
Yeah.
I mean, that was, you know. Yeah, the youngest one's a girl. She put the E in easy. Yeah. I think, but if you take it from a character standpoint, though, I just think that she's looking for attention somehow. You know what I mean? And the one
Yeah.
she was and the one that was her boyfriend, of course, was a little brother. He was an asshole, and all he did was put her down. And you know what I mean? And she liked the older brother because she seen how the older brother treated his girlfriend. So you know what I mean? She wanted attention from a nice guy. So if you look at it from a character standpoint, you kind of understand it. I always do that shit. Look at shit. Like if you watch my watch along, I did the Halloween 1978 watch along. Man, I did it all by myself, and I was really able to talk about it, really get into it, and I talk about it from a character standpoint. It's real. I thought I did a damn good job on it.
I'll have to watch that. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's yeah. I try to talk about things that nobody else talks about when it comes down to it. Like for instance, why it takes like when she busts her hand through the window and takes off around there and is yelling for help, and it takes Michael Myers so long to come from behind the house. I'm from a character standpoint, he's standing back watching her run to these houses because you know he doesn't come back. He doesn't come back out until she gets back to the Doyle house where Tommy is, where Tommy and Lindsay are. That's when he comes out and comes for her. So from a character standpoint, he's back there in the shadows watching her go around and scream for help. And when he sees nobody's coming out to help, that's when he comes out after her.
Yeah, someone broke down that movie, and I see it in a new light now because they showed that Michael is a meticulous planner, and we already knew this, but it goes to the point where like Annie was trapped in the washroom. He set that up so he could get the car keys, so he could be in the back seat of the car, and he even
Yep.
fogged up the window, so she'll be busy wiping the window and not start up the car. Like, it's like, damn.
Because he knew her mind would be preoccupied with Paul.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Like, it's like, damn, I never thought about that. That's, yeah, shit.
Yeah, I seen that same video yesterday, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, it was a great video.
And some of the shit that I talk about in my Halloween watch along was along that line, man. I totally understand where that dude's coming from, because Michael, he's not just a killing machine, man. He thinks about shit.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference between him and, because that whole video was about what made the original Michael Myers and the original movie special compared to the others.
Yeah, and I love the sequels. I'm not gonna lie, I do love most of the sequels, not all of them, but that first one's just on another level.
Yeah. Let's see, we get back up here with Steel. See what he's saying. The Supernaturals. Well, it's been a long time since I've seen that with Nichols from Star Trek. Oh no! Wow, I don't remember her being in it. Is another horror so worth being? True.
I've never heard of that.
So I was checking the snow outside. Oh wow, you guys just got snow, huh? They're in Washington State.
Oh,
Yeah. Wow, yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen the Supernaturals. I was a kid when I seen it last.
I think I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Now, see, they're in. This is the part of the movie where they go in and start looking at photo albums and shit like that, and they start figuring things out and trying to, figure out what happened and why, and how many years ago it was, and this and that.
Right.
It's like, stop holding on to it, let go of it, and don't let it tackle you into skeleton. And now she has it. She's holding the fucking arm, and she hands it to him, and he's like, "No, don't hand me that shit." Three of them are like a comedy routine. It's like, this movie, even back, it only been a year since Fright for Teeth Part 2 had been made, but it pays homage to it, or homage or whatever. Only a year later.
Oh, that's cool.
Fright for Teeth Part 2 is still my favorite.
Yeah, it's up there for me. That was the first movie I saw. Well, Freddy versus Jason, but the first time I saw Jason alone was part 2.
Yeah, that still in my opinion, of all the Fright for Teeth franchise, that's my favorite final group. Is Jenny, because she's the only one that takes time to try to figure out Jason and try to figure out why he feels the way he does and why he wants to. You know what I mean? She actually sits there
Yeah,
and tries, she tries to think about how he feels and how he must have felt watching his mom get killed and all that stuff.
yeah.
See,
She's up there definitely for sure.
what he's listening to here when he goes to the event and listens, well, it's showing it now, but he heard what he described as like a wild animal down there. It sounded like a wild animal, and he's wondering what the hell that is. What they're hearing is Humongous throwing a fit. It kind of puts you in mind of Leatherface, the original Chainsaw Massacre. I'm sure you guys have seen that.
Yeah.
When the kids keep coming to the house and he has to keep killing them, and finally he freaks out and grabs a hold of his head and runs to the window, and he's looking out all paranoid and wondering where all these kids are coming from. I think that's kind of almost sort of the way Humongous is here.
Yeah, it's like,
he's Humongous has been here on this island, alone with his mom or whatever for all these years.
yeah.
Because I mean, it's so far out that you have to make time for it and take a boat out there. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, go ahead, man.
Oh no, go ahead. My bad.
Oh, I just saying that they were discussing um the guy that was out in the boat that they saved when they were still on their big yacht. He was talking
Yeah.
about how I don't know if you guys read the subtitles or whatever, but he was talking about how um there was an old lady that lived on the island and she wanted to be away from people and she only came in like once every month or once every spring to get supplies and then she would just stay on the island.
Oh.
Mm.
So that's just little things that you couldn't hear. I'm just kind of filling in the blanks.
Yeah, mine doesn't have subtitles that I know of.
Yeah, so I would definitely recommend watching it back. John says, the film you just reviewed, worth watching, Trench. Haven't watched the review yet.
It's okay. The I reviewed what John's referencing. I reviewed a newer movie. It's called Where the Scary Things Are. It's an okay movie, but there's like so I don't know if you'd rock with it, John. There's some parts like the characters. A lot of them are just horrible.
What happened to Nanette?
Wait, what? Oh, I don't know.
Why'd she take off on us? She just clicked out. Oh,
Oh,
there
there
you are.
she is.
There you are. I was like, she took off on us. Yeah, and you'd really be able to hear this weird, unique score too. See here, I turn for just a minute.
I was eating something.
Oh, okay.
Turn the camera to do it. Last time I ate this on camera, someone was like, if I did that, my diabetes would be out of whack.
Oh, you eating candy?
Cocoa
Something.
mix.
Oh,
Hey, you're a grown adult. You can eat whatever you want.
yeah. Hey,
It's on you.
Leave me alone. Go away.
you're like, hey, can I have some of that too?
You're a dog. You can't have chocolate.
Right. Yeah. Isn't that crazy how it's poisonous to dogs?
Yeah.
Chocolate, I never understood exactly why. I don't know. There's got to be some good reason why, I guess. There's reason for everything.
I think, and I'm not sure, there's got to be something with the cocoa or something.
It's
Like,
something, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. If they eat just a tiny bit, it'll make them sick. But if they eat any decent amount, it'll definitely poison them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
they're
don't need it even if I would, even if they said you could give your dog sweet.
right.
It would make him go hyper.
Oh, see, he found like a diary or something now. It's gonna, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
John, it is. Oh, my bad.
what was you guys watching?
I saw a new movie. It's called Where the Scary Things Are,
Huh.
and it's okay. I think from what you said, Goraphobe, it'd be interesting to hear your thoughts on it, like how you examine the characters and why they do what they do.
Right.
Because the characters in it are awful, but I think the movie wants you to sympathize for them. So it'd be
Okay.
interesting to hear your take on it, actually, from what you just said.
Okay. Send me. I'll probably forget the title. So here me write it down. And I'll check it out and see what's up.
Yeah, it's called Where the Scary Things Are from 2022. It's like brand spanking new.
Scary things are cool.
But no rush on it though. I know it might be hard to find.
Yeah. It's got a cool title.
Yeah, it's a cool idea. I like the idea of it. I just I just think some of the storytelling was a little slow, but there's some good parts to it.
Yeah, see, she got freaked out and took the fuck off. She's like, wait a minute, where in the hell are you going? Wait, chill. She's seen one too many skeletons and one too many scary things for one day, I think. She's like, fuck this, I'm gonna go back down here to the beach and be cold.
Right.
Now she's gonna knock her brains out falling down the hill. It's like, see, you're on the way acting a fool.
Oh no, she lost her glasses.
Yeah, she's got them on string.
Left old dude over the house. He's like, hey, whoa.
Oh, good catch, Nanette. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, now you remember down here at the beach, these two got remember the other two got killed a little bit ago. She's down here trying to make her. Yeah, she's definitely got plans. She's got it on string and everything. She's not losing her glass.
Yeah, that's a smart idea.
Oh, I lost her here. Lost you. There you
I was having trouble. The rain must be interfering with the stream yard.
go. That's cool. You get knocked out, I'll let you back in. No problem. As many times they can knock you out, I can let you back in. I have. Wow. But yeah, man, I would just go back and check out Dolls, man. I think it turned out real good.
Yeah,
It's fun because I ain't seen it in a while, man. It's still fun after all of this time.
I love that
No,
movie.
you can't have that. He wants Pop Tart.
Oh yeah, they want anything and everything that you have. If you have it, they want it. They don't understand why they can't have it. It's like, well, you're eating it. Why can't I have it?
Well, it's just laying on my dresser, but he's trying to get in it with all his might.
Yeah, that's the only problem without checking out when they got shows on YouTube is a lot of them don't have subtitles. And if you've ever seen the subtitles on movies on YouTube, you realize they're not exactly accurate.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll be making up words and shit, sticking them in there.
Oh yeah, if they can't tell what they're saying, they'll
Yeah,
do anything.
it's not a real sophisticated system though. With all the money they got, that's all the better they can get technically.
Yeah.
My YouTube's got ridiculous money.
Yeah. They don't really care about the platform. They just want to benefit from it.
Right.
It's YouTube isn't what it used to be. I still like it. It's still fun. It's still usable, but it's not
Yeah.
what it used to be.
Oh yeah, I remember back in the day when it was still new, man. If I couldn't
Mhm.
find a song or a video like a music video,
Mhm.
I would just go to YouTube. And it was back when it's before there was actual content creators, man. That's all it was on. It was like music videos and shit like that.
And cat videos.
Yeah, just little things like that. There wasn't nothing like I'm doing here. Not even
Yeah.
close. Not even close. Yeah, he's still reading this diary. He's trying to figure it out. Just, what the trying to figure out what happened to her. Well, it's pretty obvious that skeleton might be her. just one day she just decided she wasn't going to go to town and get food and supplies anymore, and she decided she was going to die or just died. And when she died, of course, there was no one there to take care of the dogs, and there was
Yeah.
no one there to take care of Humongous. So what was Humongous going to eat? The dogs. Humongous is obviously, and if you guys have put it together yet, Humongous is her son created from that sexual assault.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the dude for some reason, like he got brought back. But okay, no, that makes even more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not something that tells you. It's just you know something that by the time you watch it and everything and you check it out, you figure it out because
Right.
back in the '80s they used to have this thing. There was a few different ones. I can't remember the name. There's a couple different movies, but for some reason they had sexual assaults tied into having a deformed child. They tied that in. If you've seen a lot of '80s shows, you notice that that's the way they did that. If there were sexual assaults, then it led to you having a messed up kid. For some
Yeah.
reason, the early '80s were like that. The one about beasts, it was like that too. I can't remember the name.
Oh,
Um, I can't remember the name of that, but it's got Ronnie Cox in it and a few other people. Let me see. Let me get right here. The new ones we've seen. Oh, Ninja. Hey, take it easy, man. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate it. As always, man. Um, get a hold of me. Are you still gonna be up here in a little bit? Are you at work or whatever? If you're still on there, I'm supposed to talk to you. Remember, supposed to figure out what the hell we're doing. We're talking about a project. I've actually got a few different projects that I got going on that I'm.
Nice.
Me and Phil are going to start a thing with like horror memorabilia. And we're going to do it like once a month, and where it's going to be like an hour long show, and we're going to show off. We're going to show off some of the shit that we have during it.
Oh, is that a creepy Phil or the dude
Yeah,
that collects? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Phil Mitchell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
you
Um,
behave.
yeah. Yeah. We talk about what we could do, and we figure since me and him both have so much horror crap and so many horror things. Let's just do a show like that rather than streaming movies or whatever like that. We'll just show off some of our coolest shit once a month. 3 or 4 things from him, 3 or 4 things from me. We'll talk about them. We'll compare them and all this kind of stuff. And we're also talking about doing a physical media battle, kind of like what 4K D-Ray does, except for without 4K D-Ray because well anyway that's a interesting story. I won't get into that, but I don't
You're
fuck with
good.
him. I don't fuck with him anymore. But yeah.
What are you doing, Meanie?
Now, how's the picture? Can you still see what's happening?
It's
Um,
dark, but I can see the two people
yeah, I
running.
could,
Okay. Yeah, that's about like I say, I've got about the best copy of it that you can get, and that's about what I could see somewhat.
yeah, it's fine. I've seen way worse.
Mm, yeah.
You go that way.
Like the worst
I will
part is like
please
when there's
you
like an
a
action
little.
scene or a kill and you can't see it. That's like the worst.
Right.
That's like, oh, come on. I want to see the fight. I want to see like what's happening. I don't know what just happened.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't remember why they're talking. They're talking about going back into this house, so I cannot remember why they're talking about going back in. Is he looking for his sister again?
Oh no, I think the last time, well, I saw the sister was she saw the head pop out of the water.
Right.
I think.
Yeah, she's probably dead.
Yeah, that would, yeah.
Well, it's like this. They take them off, and the next thing you know, you seeing them on the stake, and that's probably what's gonna happen with her.
Especially if you find a previous victim, you might as well forget it. You're dead.
Yeah.
Because you find a previous victim, you turn around and there's a human. Yeah.
Like,
You never,
unless you're like the final girl, it's
yeah,
like, yeah, you're done.
yeah. He was standing for several minutes just waiting for you to find the body. He's like, "You finally find that shit? Can I kill you now?"
That was a jump scare for me, a little bit.
It's like I've been standing here for 10
Yes,
minutes waiting
at
for you to
least
find that
he
body.
was the killer.
Yeah, yeah. She found the. I think that doorway she just found was the basement, or where the bodies, where the little brother and shit's hanging. That's his meals he's hanging up. He plans on eating these motherfuckers because he's hungry and he's a big ass dude, so he eats quite a bit. I mean, he's run out of dogs. I mean, really, when you think about it, if mom dies by accident, like she gets health problems and she dies, and there's no one
Yeah.
there to go to town anymore to get food for him, what's he gonna eat if all you got there is those dogs?
Yeah.
So I mean, it makes sense, that would be his go-to. And now that the dogs are gone, he said, "Oh, look, there's some more living beings here, food." Because
Yeah.
he hasn't seen any other living beings besides his mom in all these years. So to him, this would be just some different looking dogs or different looking food coming. He didn't know what
Hmm.
people are,
And the crazy thing is, he he might have ate his mom too, you know?
right?
Like, you never know when a person's hungry enough, and he probably doesn't really understand things,
Right. Well,
you
yeah,
know? He's
yeah,
animal.
yeah. I mean, because she never got him around people, from the way I understand it, because of what that guy was telling the backstory. When he was talking about her just going to town like once every
Yeah.
spring or whatever, and to the point to where no one even knew she even had a kid. Like that guy, he talked like she was up there by herself,
Hmm.
and he was from town, from the little town that was that was inland. So what all they knew is what he would have known. So since he didn't know that she had a kid, no one else did either.
Yeah, so probably didn't hate it, but she was probably embarrassed by it. Kind of like Castle Freak, where they kept
Yeah.
him locked away.
So she'd go get supplies, and she stayed there with him all by herself
Yeah.
instead of
What
bringing people
happened to
there anymore.
her father?
Um, my guess is he died years back. And I don't think he lived there anymore. I think that place just became hers. Once she got old enough, and I think he either died and left it to her or whatever. There's the check it out. Check it out. Look. You guys are a few seconds behind me.
Ooh.
It's like, what are you looking at? Stop looking at me. I love the old door handle, man. Oh wow, those door handles, those handles are even older than those ones that look like diamonds. Turn up your own house, man. See, look how
Oh.
big that son bitch is. Damn.
In the silhouette, he looks like Lou Ferrigno's Hulk.
Yeah. He just whooped a fucking humongous ass. He said, "Take that, humongous." But but that part here kind of reminded me of Home Life.
You really think a couple hits is gonna kill that thing?
Yeah, you'd have to keep beating on that motherfucker. You need to put a
Yeah.
stick to it or something. Because yeah, just beating him with a piece of wood is. I mean, come on. Oh, he's like, "Here, have this. Now it's my turn." I, I'm a wrestler, got him.
Yeah, see, this isn't bad. I can still see what's happening. Like,
Yeah.
Just watch him carry him away. Oh, I'll be right back. I'll be right back in a minute. I'm gonna take your boyfriend over here and hang him up on lunch on him in the morning. I'll be back for you in a minute. Yeah, he just carries him away. She's like, Eric, she's ah. Meanwhile, she's screaming over. Look at legs hanging up over his shoulder. This part coming up here is the part that I saw, but reminds me of Friday the 13th part too. Yeah, you just look at the old ass doors, the old keyholes, with the big keyholes back when they used to make those big ass keys. Man, I love an old house. I love old houses and shit. I just love the way they used to make, the way they used to build.
yeah.
It is so cool. In a weird way, it's almost got a not a goth feel, but just a I don't know. This show,
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
something interesting about it.
it's just old feeling. Yeah, look,
Yeah.
all the lamps and everything are real old, but she just
Hmm.
she cut herself off from all other life. Here I am. His pants are all too short for him and shit like Frankenstein. But because I mean, people that are 7'5", they kind of gotta have their clothes made for them.
Hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, not too many stores you go into that sell pants that's gonna fit somebody at 7'5". It's not a big seller.
Yeah.
Big house, big house. Yeah, it's starting to rain here. I can hear the rain hit the roof real good. I mean, I don't know how close you guys are, but you was talking about the rain and that. It's starting to rain here real good too.
Yeah, I'm in South Carolina.
I'm in Indiana, so it must be one hell of a either the whole area is cloudy or it's definitely not close to South Carolina.
These thunderstorms coming up from Florida.
Yeah, so it
From
could
what
be
the news says, supposed to hit all of Indiana and South Carolina and Greenville. I mean, in Georgia and North Carolina.
right. Yeah. See, you guys probably can't see stuff. So what she's saying here is I told you not to come in. She's being a little harsh. I told you not to come in here. Blah 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 blah. And she's trying to act like
Oh.
she's trying to act like she's his mom, like on part two, Friday 13, and she's hoping it'll work. Look how terrified she is.
I
Go.
figured she'd do this to survive.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be in here. Now go. And then he started heading that way, and she said, "You heard me." And so now he's confused. He's like, "What? I could have swore you've been dead for a long time." He's like, wait a minute. Well, all right then.
I like how they keep him in shadows and they're not really showing him. I think
His
that
face and shit.
works.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of gave you a little bit of a glimpse earlier when she was upstairs looking down at him. You could see a tiny bit of his face, but yeah, it never does
Yeah.
show him. Not like that. You know what I mean? You can't see his face like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I
that was
wish.
a lack of having the money or the skill to really do good makeup, or if that was done on purpose.
I mean, it works though because it leaves it up to the imagination, and I wish more films would like kind of like show it at some point. If it's a good effect, show it, but like
Right.
maybe like keep the mystery to it a little bit.
This was the budget for this film was $2 million Canada, Canadian.
Oh,
That would be a little less here, I do believe. So it wasn't quite $2 million budget.
right.
They didn't have to pay for sets and shit because they shot it on location, which was, I like the set. I like the setting of this show on that island. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah. At first, I thought I was gonna be on the boat, and I was down, but I do like the island too. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it just makes sense. It's a small island, and that basically her family owned the whole thing. Oh shit, he wasn't falling for that shit. Whoa. Oh god damn. Good to be young, able to take the abuse of going down all those 30 steps. That shit you can do when you're young, you can't do when you're older. Like I remember shit I
Yeah.
could do when I was younger. That now I do it, and it's like, man, I don't remember that shit hurting as much as it does now.
Right.
The older you get, the more you hurt.
Yeah, we're just not as resilient. Like
Yeah.
kids, man, they can just bounce off shit, fall down shit, and it's like hop back up, be ready to play in 5 minutes. I got places is it went so far downhill that she was running across the porch and fell through it.
I had when I was 18 months old, and she said right after you had it, you slept for 30 minutes, and then you were up playing around for hours in the
Yeah.
sensory room. And,
Oh yeah.
the kids are like that.
Yeah. There's no. Let me see what's the best way to put this. There's no substitute for you. No, absolutely no substitute for you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
there was a sister. She's like, hey, oh, yeah. She was sticking her face in there. She was like, hey, what's up? Oh shit. Who are you? No door on that motherfucker anymore. He kicked that in earlier, killing the brother. Cool boathouse, man. See, that I think it'd be cool to live on an island like this, man. Have just it be all yours, and have your own boathouse like that, man, where you can just pull it right up in that motherfucker. It's cool as hell.
Yeah.
Like his mom wanted to stay away from people so bad that she let the house dilapidate and everything because she obviously hasn't been dead too long. If he just now ran through all the dogs,
Mhm.
so she ain't been dead too awfully long. She had several dogs back in the day, so I'm guessing that they've had babies and all this kind of stuff all these years, and they're all spawned from the same mom and dad. I'd imagine many litters later. I'm
Yeah,
guessing
that
it's
makes sense.
I'm guessing it's probably 20 or 30 years. I'm guessing Humongous is 20 or 30 probably by now, probably 20 or so. Because that looked like maybe the 50s or the early 60s back, at the beginning of the movie, and this being in
Yeah.
'82, so 20-25 years. I I break down shit like that all the time, man. It's just how I watch film. It's just naturally what goes through my mind. I instantly start thinking about shit from a character standpoint.
Oh no,
It
it's good. I like that.
it helps me make sense of what's going on with everything.
Yeah, I mean it's a different way to think about things, and it's really cool.
Yeah, yeah. I figured you'd seen this before, John. I mean, at some time.
But there's like
You,
barely anything John hasn't seen.
yeah, yeah. We're we're doing Burial Ground Tuesday. Hey, are we still doing Burial Ground Tuesday still?
Oh, that John showed me that movie. That movie's like, what the fuck?
With the sun in it that's got the thing for the moon. Yeah,
Yeah, the sun. It's like,
yeah.
oh my god.
Peter Bork. Yeah, you know that guy still lives off of the reputation he made just from that film.
Damn.
He thinks it's hilarious that people just know him from that. And that they, he's so weird in that fucking movie.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
it's so creepy and just wrong. So not just anybody can watch that and get enjoyment out of it. You know what I mean? You got to have a certain mindset because most people watch that and go, "What the fuck am I watching?" With his thing for his mom and shit. You know what I mean? It's like what? But I thought it was entertaining. It's one of my favorite zombie films.
Yeah, that's a
George,
pretty good one.
yeah, yeah. Still must not be in there anymore.
It sounds kind of like a take on that got inspiration from Psycho.
It could have.
Oh shit! He's burnt and shit. He's like, God damn you, come here. I'm sick of your shit. Fucking burn me in my own damn house and shit. Fucking with my mom's
uh,
room. Ah, resourceful.
yeah, I like that.
She just full of shit. I'll stick you with shit. Yeah, the Humongous obviously isn't the smartest killer. Man. Yeah, so yeah, I guess we're doing it Tuesday. Yep, sounds good. Yeah, he says, Mama, Mama. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. It's like he's hollering because he don't understand. You know what I mean? He's never been hurt like that. He was just trying to
Mhm.
survive and shit. So I don't know. I kind of feel bad for him because he just doesn't understand.
Yeah.
Damn, he got burned up good. Looks like with the way they make it, even though his face is burned, it looks like with the makeup there, it almost looks like he had like a cleft lip. And now how in the hell is she supposed to get off this island?
That was my thought.
Yeah, she's stuck there. All this, everybody's dead, including the place that's burning up, and she just stuck there. Somebody's got to come looking eventually.
Yeah, maybe the fire will be big enough that they see the smoke. Oh, well.
Maybe, yeah. I
Nope,
mean,
but
because I mean, it couldn't be too far from the mainland.
yeah, because they didn't seem to be too far out. Like, they're
Yeah,
just, I guess, cruising
yeah,
or
yeah.
sailing.
That's my guess. Yeah, they were just cruising around and fucking around in Daddy's boat. Daddy's really nice boat, but unfortunately, they killed that Daddy's boat.
Well, they are leaving it up to the imagination what's going to happen because
Yep.
we
What?
end up on the dock by ourselves.
Yep, all alone. All our friends are dead. Yeah, everybody. Yep. So yeah, I definitely recommend you guys to go back and check it out where you can actually listen to it and hear it.
Yeah.
Um, if you guys want to stick around with me for a minute here, while I say bye to the chat and everything and get off here, I'll talk to you guys for a minute before we get done.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
thanks
Okay.
to everybody for coming through and being in the chat, giving the thumbs up and all that. You know, I appreciate it. You know, I always got much love for everybody, much appreciation. This is Nanette. This is Trench, and I am Gorotho, and of course, you guys are not. Have a great night.
Stay frosty.
Later.